Peanuts. My name is Harper. It's Thursday, February 1st, 2024, and Stations FLPS welcomes you to another great day of learning. Grayson Jackson and I are happy to bring you the news. We are from Mrs. Marsko's third grade class. Let's start our morning by honoring our flag of our great United States. We'll take a moment to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Together, please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now here's Jackson to share more.
Good morning, everyone. Let's see what Mother Nature will send our way today. We can expect cloudy skies today and a high temperature of 46 degrees. If you are buying a hot lunch today, the cafeteria will be happy to serve you either corn dog or chicken patty. Now, please welcome Grayson.
Thank you, Jackson. Now here's the board of best winners.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy February 1st. From Spot and myself, here's Sally, awake and ready. Not Felix, though. He's up there sleeping in the corner. See him? Some days are a little sleepier than others. All right, I have some names to announce. Spot, I'm going to ask you to hold on to those for me. We'll start with the Bulldog Best of the Week for second grade. In Mrs. Dame's class, I have Gunner. In Miss Wallow's class, Sadine. In Mrs. Stotts' class, Zelda. In Miss Chichester's class, Parker and Vera. In Miss LaGruth's class, Willow. In Mrs. Melotti's class, Santino. Mrs. Gommel's class, Vito. Mrs. Tamura's class, Will. Mrs. Hoy's class, Hudson. Mrs. Seeker's class, Indigo. And in Mrs. Vormelker's class, I have Mackenzie. Congratulations to you. I hope you pick some good books out of the vending machine. Now, Bulldog Best winners, please. Or Buck winners. Go, Spot. Oh. Okay, I think he needs to sit down for a little bit. That was unexpected behavior. Now, not from these kids, though. These kids were doing really great behavior. It looks like in Mrs. Marsko's class, I have Addie. Addie was caught being kind. Ooh, kind to the sub, actually. We gotta be kind to our substitute teachers. They do a big job for us. And then in Miss Dame's class, I have Sophia. Sophia was caught being respectful. And it looks like she was following directions. But look at what else she did. Look at the bulldog book. She changed it from a bulldog to a llama. Maybe it's an alpaca. I don't know. All right. Then in Mrs. Rivera's class, I have Declan. Declan S. was caught being responsible. Congrats. And then in Miss Vormelker's class, I have Stella. Stella was caught being respectful. And in Mrs. Pate's class, Hazel. Hazel was caught being respectful and responsible. Being quiet. And then in Mr. John Henry's class, I have Gianni. Gianni was caught being responsible and kind. And it was something written here about helping, cleaning, maybe a pencil sharpener. I'm putting it all together, but something great like that. And then in Mr. Jenkins' class, I have Wade. Wade was caught being responsible. It even has a note here that he was being a great leader and participating even when other kids were not choosing to participate. And then in Miss Chichester's class, I have Mo. Mo was being quiet. And then in Mrs. DeRay's class, I have Camden. Camden was caught being responsible and he was being a good listener. Love to hear it. Okay, so I've come around to every classroom, almost, a few more to go, to talk about Kelso's choices. I have had kids coming up to me and telling me that they are solving their small problems with Kelso's choices, both not at school, but outside of school too, at home or hanging out with other kids, maybe in the neighborhood or at practice. So keep using those Kelso's choices. Remember, if one doesn't work, Sometimes that happens. Try another one. If that doesn't work, then you can go to a teacher or an adult for help. But we want you to really try to solve some of those problems on your own. You are smart enough to handle it. Have a great day.
If you heard your name announced, please report to the front lobby immediately after the morning show. And that's our news for today. Have a terrific Thursday and
Let's go, Falls!